All right, hey everybody, how you doing? I just sorry man, I'm just taking a break from my taxes. I'm literally going like batty, right? No pun intended on the vampire jokes. So here's what I want to go over. I just wanted to get everybody a quick update on kind of what I'm digging into. Here's the weekly chart, right? And here's back in 2014. I understand this chart is kind of full of shit, like a lot of stuff on it, okay? But I want you all to take a look at this really quick, all right? So you have two places. What I've done is I've laid out two separate fib scenarios on this, right? I've taken the fibs from right up here and I pulled it down to here, right? This bottom here to this top up here. And I actually went off of this point here. And the reason why I went off that lower point is because when you had your peak, your top on your 3-day, your top on your 3-day was actually right here. So that was your top on the 3-day right here. I'm actually on the weekly chart right now. So I want you to take a look at this. So if I can inch it up, we can go either way. It's just it's not really going to matter because it never really hits the 0.50. But if you go from this area, the yellow circle here, to the bottom here, you can see that you pull yourself up to the purple fib line right there. Right there's your purple fib line, and let's see if we can squeeze this baby in here. Nope, we can't do it. Damn it. It's okay. So what happens here is I get a fib of right between 382 and 0.50. And I've had this on my chart for a while where I said, hey, there's a massive wick, lower PA. Now this is what didn't work out. This lower PA higher MAC DRSI has not played out yet. So this hasn't played out yet. This was playing out and then completely bombed and failed, right? This is what I was playing. I was shorting this down here below, and then, pew, I was playing this pattern, and then it just rocketed off to the moon time right there, right? It was just moony, moon, moon. One thing I want to show you, so you take this trend line here, tap there, tap there, tap there, right? You go up here, tap there, tap there, tap there. So this structure works out pretty well with these trend line. With this trend line put in place right here, let me get rid of that. So I do see the trend line here. Now there's my yellow circles again, yellow circle, and I said, hey, this ended up here. 2014 had a massive run up to here. Sure enough, that freaking played out. Okay, so there's that run up to there. Now, you have landed on, I'm going to pull off this, take a look at this. You wicked up and you wicked right on to this is the L2, L1. So the L1, this is L2. So you actually wicked up right to the L. So you're on L1 right there on the weekly. Now we're going to take this back and take a look at that. L1 on the weekly. Very similar in structure here, right? You L1 this the same way as you L1'd it back in 2014, okay? Same L1 hit November 2014 and now, right? So you had the exact same hit on that L1. I mean, that is perfect. Bink, hit it, and then got rejected off it, right? And let's see what we did. Boom, wicked over it just a little bit, right? Gave it a little bit of wickety wick. So taking a look at this, you did wick this, then you did have your big retrace down to baby bull Jesus. Now, this is the part that really gets me, okay? This is the part that's kind of really confusing the living crap out of me right here. So now I was playing this. If this was this recovery area right here, let's say we were playing this to be this bounce off. Now what you had here is you played this off, but you came back down. I'm going to take this back to the 3-day. So we're going to pull this over to the 3-day. So take a look at the 3-day. The 3-day here was your recovery. This was your capitulation wick to baby bull Jesus. You bounced out. You came up. You got over L2. This is L1. Back up over L1 right there. And then you retraced and you tapped L2 again before you took off, right? Now this pattern on the 3-day, the 3-day pattern matches up. I'm going to show you this. So take a look at the 3-day pattern. Right, there's the 3-day pattern. You see how you got that crisp touch of the top. This is H2, high 2 right there, right? There that is. Look, we never hit H2 anywhere in here. But then you go up here and bam, there you go. You hit H2, right? This is high 2. You smack the living bejesus out of high 2. Now you did get the pullback right here, and you are on a 3-day candle, so this thing is just kind of tinkering around right here, deciding what the hell it's going to do after this absolutely insane run, and a lot of our indicators are completely moondiferous. I mean, they are just launched off the launch pad, insane how crazy they are right now. So if you take a look at this right here, though, we did hit on the 3-day chart. We did run all the way up. So if you're looking at that 3-day pattern to play out similar to the 3-day pattern that played back here, you hit the H2, and you retraced all the way down to L1, right? So you kind of got this little squiggle, and I drew it on there. I drew the squiggle on there. I said you kind of do this purple squiggle right here. You squiggle around, and then you moon off. So this is what happened back in 2014 after we hit this on the 3-day. Butskis, if we go back to the weekly, we pull everything off on the weekly, you can kind of see that we just have smacked on that L1, right? So we smacked on the L1. Let's see if we can bring this in a little bit tighter, right? There's that L1 touch, right? There's that L1 touch right there. Then you came down and you did the L1 touch again. You broke over it a little bit. You retraced back down to the bottom. Now here's the thing. There's not much room to go here. There's just not. There's no room to retrace here. I mean, a retracement down is going to be 4,700. You know, if you get this deep wick like that, you know, say that's 40, shoot, I wouldn't even put that at 4,100. I'd say 4,100 and change, and then it would just moon up again. So you just move sideways, tracing down, throw that big wick in, and then you'd be off to the races. You'd shoot for another moon run up. Right now, this weekly, we're still, where are we at? We're Wednesday on this weekly right here, right? So we're Wednesday right now, or no, technically we're Thursday. Sorry, we're Thursday. So with this being Thursday, we got a couple more days left. Even a push up to the 50 MA right here on the weekly chart. So if you put the 50 MA up there, the 50 MA, let's go grab that. Let's add the 50 MA. And where art thou? 50 MA. Let's give me a moving average here. There we go, moving average. Okay, we're going to adjust this moving average. Oh. Okay, we're going to go 50. Okay, style orange. All right, perfect. Okay, so there's the 50 moving average, right? Take a look at that. So look. Never hit the 50 MA here, right? We didn't hit it. Got, you know, a hell of a lot closer right now than we were then. But we banged on the 50 MA on the weekly over here, and then we retraced. So your 50 MA is parked right up there, 56. Where is that, baby? That is 5,700. Let's just call it 5,700. So that weekly at the 50 MA, right? There's the 50 MA. Orange 50 MA is at 5,700 on the nose. This would be my top if Mr. Buy 20K BTC shows up again. Again. Right? So there's the 50 MA right there. Now let's go back over once again. I want to take so we can see a comparison of what happened and now and then. So there's that 50 MA here. Here we missed the 50 MA. Right? We missed the 50. Seems like the 50 was actually a little more aggressive here. So 50 was a little lower here. Our 50 was a little more sloping. Look at that. We had a lot more slope to our 50 here. And on the capitulation dump, yeah, I would say on the capitulation dump here, this definitely dumped harder. Like we've got more of a slope right here to the 50. So that was a really hardcore dump right there. and that super hardcore dump, right? That just sucked down that 50 pretty tight. That's why we are really close right there. Actually, we're pretty damn close to touching that. So the 50 would be my top end. Now you take a look, you got rejected on your 50 MA there, right? But I want to go over, let's go over to, so that's the weekly. All right, I want to go, let's go peek at the monthly real quick. Oh, sorry. One thing I want to do show you here. So one of the things I'm looking at, I'm going to pull this back to the 3-day, get our comparison to the 3-day. So here's my issue. I was playing this short because I was playing this retest. You see how we got up here? So take a look how we went up here and almost tapped the 50 on the 3-day, right? We came up here, almost hit the 50 on the 3-day. Then we retraced deep. I was expecting to play this out exactly the same way. Come up, looking to hit the 50, and then looking for a retrace down. I was looking for this to come right back down one more time to test the lower Gauss line. There's the lower Gauss line. It got tested, and then boom, that said, hey, there's your run. But we never have tested that lower Gauss line. We never tested it a second time. Now, just to be specific with everyone and compare apples to apples, count it 1, 2, 3 outside, okay? So we definitely have been outside the Gauss trend line 3 times, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we've been outside the bottom of this Gauss line 3 times over here. We did it just the same. What we didn't do is we never retested back down, and instead we just took straight off to the top Gauss line right here. We just were dinking around right here and moon rocketed straight up to the top Gauss line, just like we did there. Right now in a bull market, we will stay above the blue Gauss line. So you see the blue Gauss line right there. It's never broken until right there. And at that point, when the blue Gauss line is broken, that pretty much says you're back into the bear market. And you see the blue Gauss line holds all the way till now. And the blue Gauss line has been broken. Okay? I mean, not just broken. That thing has just been shattered, right? Pretty freaking insanely shattered. And we only did that twice. We did that one time right here. And we did that a second time right here where the true bull market really started. So this is really the start of your bull market happened right here after you'd retested that 200 MA on the weekly a second time. And we can bring that up. Let's add one more indicator. So we're going to pull up one more moving average. Right, I want to throw the 200 MA in there. We're going to make it red. I always make that one red. Inputs, 200. All right, so there's our 200 MA on the 3-day. Let's take a see where that thing is. Super high and expected to be super high, so it looks good. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that. All right. And I want to take a look at the weekly here. So here's my problem. So we clearly broke the 200 MA here, right? Support on the 200 MA. We would have tapped the 200 MA once, twice, 3, 4 times before we actually did this. So we would have done 1, 2, 3, and 4. This would have been your accumulation right here. And there would have been your moon. Now we did 1, 2, and then we mooned off. I'm going to throw on the 100. Let me put on the 100 real quick. Give me this 100. 100, and my 100s are always purple. Okay. Let me put on the 150. Let me adjust this to 150. Nope. The 100 was good. So take a look at your 100 right here. So your 100, this 100 acted like the 200 did right now. So your 100 acted like your 200. Let me make this a different color right here. It's going to be really confusing. Let's make it yellow. No, that's going to make me confused. That's too hard to see. All right, we're going to stick with frickin' purple. Sorry. All right, so your 100 right here is acting like your 200 did right here. All right, and I'm going to put on one more indicator. Give me 1 second. And what color will we do this one? There we go, we'll do it that gray. All right, so there's the 300. Can't even see the 300 there. The 200 looks like it was acting as the 100. See, because where was the support for the 50 up here? So the 50 should have acted as support. Well, the 50 acted as support right there. So there's the 50. There's the 100. There's the 200. So 50 acted as support there. 100 acted as support there. I'm wondering if they're shifting down. That would make sense. Okay, hold on. So I'm going to line this out. All right, there we go. Much easier to see. Weekly MAs. 50 equals orange equals purple. 200 equals red. 100 equals gray. Give me a moment here. I'm thinking. Yes, exactly. That's Craig. You're right on the money, buddy. Craig is saying the market is moving a hell of a lot faster recovering now than it did in 2015. I mean, Jesus, this is very similar, though. Look, you got your cross right there. The price fired right into the... Got your 50 and your 100 cross right there. And the price just fired right into it. Very similar. And it slowly knocked it back down to the 100. I mean the 200 MA. Then we have 700 points in the barrel left over. This out like 2015. Hit the 50 MA, tracing to the, so run to 700, then pull back to retest 3500, then bull run. Okay, let's put this back up here. Now see the Gauss and the 50 MA and 200 MA. So you can now see the Gauss and the 50 MA and the 200 MA. Right? In 2015, price action broke the L1 Gauss to hit the 50 MA. Damn, it's almost the exact same. Then retraced to the 200 MA. And the wick out below the L2 Gauss. I mean, God, we're so freaking sold. I mean, overbought on so many ranges. It's freaking incredible. So here we tested it twice. I think if we don't break the, okay, so here's what I'm saying. So here's what I'm saying. If we don't break higher here, then 90% we will see 2K region. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if we don't break higher here and test that 50 MA, if we don't get up to 5,700, I'm saying there's a 90% chance we hit 2K. That's what I'm saying. I will write it. Where am I going to write it? Let's do this. Let's publish this. Okay, give me a second. Weekly at 5,700 is a What do we say? 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. If we move sideways. There it is. All right, and that's it. That's all I got for you boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say thank you all. Really appreciate y'all being here. And yeah, this has been fun. All right. All right. I'm the Vamp. We're from Trading Associates, and I am out.